Hello, Farlanders. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Woof. Woof indeed, my friends. Let's exit the hidey hole from the last live stream, secure it, and begin episode 790 of the series. 790 of Farlands or Bust. Apparently, we left the boat over here, I guess. I don't remember. You think I pay attention to these? Yeah, episode 790 of Farlands or Bust. Publishing on Sunday, July 5th, 2020. And still raising money for PAWS, the Progressive Animal Welfare Society, an animal rehabilitation and rescue here in the Seattle area. It's where I adopted Juneau from. And we're up to $2,868 raised so far for Season 8. Thank you, everybody who continues to donate. Whoops. Continues to ask questions. And continues to follow the journey to the Farlands here. Farlandsorbust.com is where you can find all your links and things. Ooh, that was weird. To the charity fundraiser. And information about the series and stuff like that. Indeed, this one being recorded live. Live before a Twitch audience. Here, as we have been doing recently. Alright, there's too many trees. I'm trying to avoid them because I know Wolfie has a bit of an issue with the leaves causing damage. But that's... Whoa! Okay, that scared me. That's okay. The jitteriness hasn't changed, has it? It just... I don't know why it seems more prominent. It's just the way I'm walking. Ooh, spooky noises! Yeah. Fireworks going off. There might be some in the background audio of this recording. It's no neighbor's garage door, but it's certainly more alarming. Juneau has been doing much better this year with them. Still don't like them, and still last night refused to go outside to go to the bathroom. Well, I mean, she actually went outside, which is a big step, but then a pop, a boom boom would happen, and it was the wrong boom boom. I'm sorry. And she would be like, nope, going back inside, not peeing here. So took her out for a walk earlier, so got that all taken care of. I do just have to remember to like try to take her out to pee as frequently as possible before people really start going off. I didn't get anybody in the comments offering any sort of reasoning or rationale as to why my personal experience, having moved from Chicago area to the Phoenix area and now to the Seattle. These dang chipmunks are throwing things at us. And now to the Seattle area. The Seattle area, and perhaps Washington and Pacific Northwest as a whole. Very head over heels about firework usage. Personal firework usage. To an extreme extent. And I was just curious why. And I did not see any explanation in the comments. Perhaps there is no explanation. Perhaps it's all in my head. Whoa! But that's beside the point. But yeah, I'm at least we'll see tonight. But I'm happy that Juneau seems to be handling it a little bit better. Because yeah, last few years, which were the only 2 years I had Juneau after adopting her, she was shaking like a leaf. You know, like most dogs do probably, but I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's because we're not overly reacting to it. Maybe because she's in the basement and it's a little bit more sound insulated in there. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But we'll see. We'll see tonight. Indeed. Indeed. I do have a few questions here from donors, and then a handful of questions I was given as kind of a fail-safe, a backstop, in the case that I don't have questions or run out of questions, since I started this stream without any questions, but then a few people donated to pause, farlandsarbust.com. First one, Chaos Kitty asks if they, for whatever reason, brought back the Farlands through a bug or otherwise, would you update to that version for Flob? No. I'm pretty sure I answered this before. And I'm pretty sure there are, like, probably mods or something where you can bring back the Farlands to a current version of Minecraft. I'm just not... I think even more so than... This is a spawner. Do I dare bother with it? I guess. I mean, maybe. The last spawner we went for had 2 golden records in it and was cursed, so we swiftly dispatched from that one. I think more so, maybe not more so, but certainly to an equivalent extent, this series has become enjoyable, for me at least, and for a lot of people I see, for people to see and relive and experience, quote-unquote, the classic versions of Minecraft. And honestly, the version of Minecraft that perhaps a lot of you, and I certainly know myself, were first exposed to the game and first experienced and will never have ever again that Minecraft innocence, perhaps it can be called. We will never be able to look at this game with the same unsoiled eyes. So yeah, I don't think there's anything. I'm just not interested in the new game, regardless. Uh-oh, where's this water coming from? Excuse? That's not how that works. Whoop, dang it. These underwater ones are becoming more trouble than I believe they're probably worth. So, sorry. that was a little bit of an overreaction for my shovel broke. So yeah, I wouldn't. I would not. It would not be interesting to me. I mean, the jitter, when it does increase, oh, we'll notice. And, like, that might be the sort of thing, for the sake of the fact that this is a video series, I would apply the fix that fixes the terrain jitters, just so that it can be both playable and watchable. But the world itself, so spoiler spawner, the game itself, I'm very happy to keep playing in classic Minecraft Beta 173. What do we got? Some string, I guess. And a saddle? I honestly don't need the string. Oh gosh, the sun is going down. Where's the other? I don't think we've made no progress whatsoever here on this here day. Oh, what a terrible spawner. All that time for one silly little chest that had nothing of consequence in it. Thanks a lot, spiders. Let's, I guess, build the elevated hidey hole here, huh? Do I need boats or something? I mean, probably will. Oh dear, they've begun to spawn. Quickly now. Spoiders? Let's go to sleep and continue in the morning. And really just an absolute disappointment of a spider spawner. I've got to say, Wolfie, I've got to say. Let's go to the farlands. I don't know why I'm singing the A-Team theme, but I am, because I can. We're going to the farlands, singing out of key on a pig, on a pig, on a pig, on a pig. Okay. Bye. Bye. Content ID, yes. I think we are perhaps giving too much to the ability of my singing to think that it would trigger a content ID. Was that not the A-Team song? Was that Rocky? I'm so good at music. I'm so good at music. Was it Rocky? You know, A-Team, Rocky. It's all the same. It's all in the same bucket to me. What's the A-Team? Isn't it? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's the same instrument. It even sounds like the same instrument, right? Dun, 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 dun. See, it's that's instrument. Anyway, continuing on. We had a... Oh gosh, is this another one? We're in the valley. We're in the valley of the underwater spawners. I just... I saw it. I mean, I don't gotta, but I can. Well, while we're excavating this one, let's answer a question from Key Sky, who very kindly donated, and we very kindly waited for them to ask their question. Key Sky says, whoops. Being someone from the rural areas, one thing I don't get is why you choose me? You choose to live in a big city while being antisocial. I live in a big city? I would be looking for more of a place to live like Cones, or at least how I'm imagining his place to be. Middle of nowhere, town of only a few thousand people at most. Does urban sprawl bother you? Like, I hate subdivisions, but more for their ghostly feel and lack of trees. There are, I mean, I guess there's, Okay, I first of all don't think I live in a big city. I don't live in a city. I mean, I live in a city, but, like, Seattle's a city. I guess whenever I think of city living, I think of living in the downtown area, which I don't want. And what kind of spawner is this? Another spider spawner. Is it also another one Chester? Who's Chester? Are all spider spawners one Chesters? Is this some sort of Minecraft science we could be doing? Oh geez, I'll take that and leave. Yep. Wait, how much gunpowder was that? 1. Never mind. Gotta go. Pocket sand. So yeah, I guess we have different ideas about what a city is and what living in a city is. Man, that's tough. But I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Like, why don't I live in the mountains versus, like, an hour's drive from them? I think a lot of it has to do with access to resources. Like you would pick a spot to live in a survival game. You wouldn't do so in the middle of the ocean without any caves or trees or things to explore. But like access, access to stores, access. I mean, specifically, I suppose, for the fact that I don't live around my family, I feel like it's almost like courteous of me to remain near a major airport. And also easy for me if I want to, say, go home or back in the day, going to conventions or visiting other people and things like that to travel. That makes it easier for long distance travel. Well, when there used to be long distance travel. Also, access to the internet, I think. It's a lot easier to assume to not be worried about the internet access when it is your job. It requires a lot less in-depth research, I suppose. Being like, oh, I'm just moving here. Of course they have internet. Maybe it's Comcast, maybe it's something else, but it's internet, as opposed to, like, that would be a major thing to try to figure out moving to somewhere where, like, the infrastructure isn't all there. And I don't mind, and I enjoy going into the city every now and again for, whatever, entertainment purposes, musical shows, museums, zoos, things like that. So yeah, it's yeah, I guess I've never, like, thought about it. I do feel like I could, like, that's how I feel like I want to be old. That's how I want to be old, is to live somewhere further out, when perhaps I don't need the same things that I need right now. Need or even want to have access to. So yeah, that's yeah. I suppose it wasn't a conscious choice, but it's also what I know. I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. I moved to kind of outside new suburbs of Phoenix. I've moved to kind of the sprawl of Seattle. So yeah, it's kind of just what I know, I think. And I know, like, Cone, like you said, hate subdivisions. I think that's just availability and location-wise. Like, if you don't want to live downtown, that's where you're going to live, is in a subdivision, right? Yeah, that's a bit of a tough question. I mean, it depends on the subdivision, too. There are plenty of subdivisions. You say they have a ghostly feel and have a lack of trees. Those are modern subdivisions. There are plenty of subdivisions, suburbs, that are old. They've been around since the 40s, 50s, 60s, that have big old trees. You know, they're not all cookie-cutter houses. So yeah, it all depends on your perspective, your location, the history of the place. I do like, versus living around Chicago and in Illinois, yeah, I do like being able to drive down the street and, oh, there's the water, there's the Puget Sound, or, oh, I can always see the mountains to the east, or Mount Rainier over there. That's something that I enjoy. I mean, even in Phoenix, there was some of that too. That I enjoy more so than, say, just the flat. I think that's more of a geography thing than a suburb or city thing. So yeah, that was a question. That was a question, and it actually can go right into the next question from the girlfriend. So let's go to sleep and continue in the morning. And awakeness. Cows. Here's the question. Here's the scenario. You live in a McMansion in the suburbs. See, there's the connection. And you have to choose a type of home security. And your choices are a 10-foot wooden fence, a similarly sized stone wall, or a moat. What do you choose to keep the door-to-door solicitors at bay? There's a very specific purpose to this security. Well, then, I'm assuming... Wolfie. I'm assuming the moat has a drawbridge. Because how else are you to traverse from within and without your compound? I feel like door-to-door solicitors have figured out ways around the wooden fence, the stone wall. But I don't know that they have any such tactics around a moat. But in a moat, they can see you ignoring them. Fine. That's fine. I'll wave to them. Now that would be an interesting thing for the homeowners association to deal with. We gotta write up some new call of order, point of order, order in the house, point of order. We need to draw up new plans to standardize the community's moat installations. Who seconds the motion? Is that how that works? I don't know how any of this works. I remember I was on the board of the astronomy club, and there was all that sort of stuff where it was like people had to second motions and like they had to have somebody recording the notes of the meeting, and it was all very formal and somewhat, I don't know, a little bit on the side of ridiculousness in my personal opinion. But then again, I've never held or even cared to include myself in such proceedings of official club and or societal business. Each moat is required to have a water filtration system so that scum, disease does not take hold in the community, and so that the bloated, decaying corpses of door-to-door salespeople don't start to stink up the place. Yeah, that's certainly... What's a homeowners association? Yeah, that's another thing that we were talking about in the Discord. So we don't have one here. But I've used to live in places where they have them. I don't see them... Well, I mean... They've certainly become their own thing, haven't they? There's certainly some benefits, but... yeah. It's basically like a Nextdoor app, but like you actually have to follow it and pay them month to month. So yeah. There's the answer to that question. Floating tree. Oh, this could also be a connection to our earlier situation. So you've gotten your dream trip to space. You are on the spaceship, you're in orbit, and you finally have some alone time. What's the weirdest, but appropriate, thing you choose to do by yourself? And all by yourself, and nobody has to see or know about. And the example was sing yourself a special space song. Did you hear that in the background? We got, woo, complosions, explosions happening all over the place. Oh my. It's begun. Oh, it has begun, my friends. No more sleep for the next 12 hours. So I did just sing my special pig riding song to the tune of the A-Team, inspired by the Rocky theme. What would I do? Moon the world. No, I don't know. Can you tell that the girlfriend likes hypothetical questions and how well that goes over for me? Moonwalk in 0G. Oh yeah, they don't mind that they can't see their fireworks. They just want to hear them and make everybody else hear them. I honestly, I don't know that I have an answer for this one. I have no fun or even quirky answer to this one. 0G somersaults. It would be fun to, like, try to get yourself in a spot where you can't reach anything. And then, like, see if you could, like, somehow propel yourself with your, like, breath to get to a handrail to hold on or something. I remember I did see the International Space Station astronauts when the Kibo module, the Japanese module, was installed. It didn't have any science racks or anything like that, so it was just like this big open tube. So they put each other in, like, the very center where they couldn't reach any of the walls, and, like, had to try to, like, they were, like, wriggling and writhing and trying to, like, reach one of the guardrails. That would honestly be a little bit terrifying, probably, especially if you couldn't reach anything, and just be like, well, I live here forever now. I cannot move towards or away from anything. I am perpetually not in contact with anything. File for bankruptcy. It's not real if it didn't. Wolfie. Oh! Oh, I thought that was Wolfie. My keyboard, like, got stuck on the W key. Well, now we know how far away from the workbench you have to walk before your items come out of your hands. That was weird. Indeed. As the sun sets here. Let's set up a spot for the end of the episode hidey hole. Don't forget, farlandsorbust.com. It's where you can donate to PAWS, the Progressive Animal Welfare Society. That'd be much appreciated. You're helping doggos like Juneau find homes, as well as duckos like those tiny little ducklings who were orphaned. Be able to grow up big and strong. Indeed. Sure, why not? Why not? Oh, why not into this precariously and suspiciously uncovered concrete? Concrete? Cement. Cement? Smooth stone. Smooth stone. Indeed. And that, my friends, is going to do it for episode 790. Farlands or Bust. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope you're doing well. Staying well. I appreciate, once again, continued support. You can tell I am very much stalling and talking slowly so that I might actually fill out the rest of the episode here. It's an old YouTuber's tactic. Indeed. Indeed. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time. Pig on a pig on a pig on a pig.